Beloved soul, listen carefully, because this is not a normal message. This is not something you randomly clicked on. This moment was orchestrated, designed, and aligned by divine command. Right now, yes, right now, something urgent is happening in the spiritual realm, and you were chosen to hear it before time runs out. On June 3rd, a cry has gone out from the heavens. Not a whisper, not a gentle sign, a shout, a powerful, unmistakable call. Archangel Michael is raising his voice, and it is echoing across realms, cutting through confusion, fear, and distraction. And here is the part that should make your heart pause. This message was specifically directed to you. You may feel it already, the strange pull, the sudden urge to stop everything and listen. Maybe your spirit has been restless. Maybe things haven't felt normal lately. That is not a coincidence. That is confirmation. Because Jesus himself has ordered this moment. Yes, you heard that correctly. This is not just a message of awareness. It is a command. A divine interruption in your day. You were meant to see this before the next 15 minutes pass, because something serious is approaching your life. Something that cannot be ignored. Something that will not wait. And here is what makes this even more intense. The timing is precise. The window is small. There is a reason you are hearing this now and not later. There is a reason your attention has been captured in this exact moment. What is coming is not random. It is not accidental. It has been building quietly behind the scenes of your life. You may not see it yet. You may not fully understand it. But your spirit already knows. There had been a shift, subtle but undeniable. Doors that felt stuck, emotions that felt heavier, signs that didn't make sense before. All of it has been leading to this. And now, the heavens are no longer silent. Michael is not standing still. He is moving. His presence is active, his sword raised, his voice breaking through the noise of your world. This is a moment of awakening, not comfort. A moment of truth, not illusion. Because something serious is entering your life. Not to destroy you, but to confront you. Not to break you, but to transform you. But make no mistake, it will feel intense. It will feel real. And it will require your attention, your awareness, and your faith. This is why you were called here before the next 15 minutes end. This is why you could not scroll past. God, missing this message would mean walking into what's coming unprepared. And you were never meant to be unprepared. Take a breath and stay with this message. What you are about to understand next will reveal why June 3rd holds a deeper meaning than you ever imagined, and why your life is about to shift in a way you cannot reverse. There is something about June 3rd that goes beyond what the natural eye can see. This is not just another date on a calendar. In the spiritual realm, certain moments carry weight, and this one has been marked long before you were even aware of it. What you are experiencing right now is not random timing. It is divine alignment unfolding with precision. You may be wondering, why this day? Why now? And the answer lies in what has been building beneath the surface of your life. For weeks, maybe even months, things have been shifting quietly. Patterns have been repeating. Situations have been stretching your patience. Emotions have been rising without clear explanation. These were not accidents. These were signals, gentle at first, but now growing louder. June 3rd represents a turning point, a spiritual checkpoint where what has been hidden begins to reveal itself. It is the moment when preparation meets reality. And this is why Archangel Michael is not silent. He stands as a protector, a warrior, and a messenger, and when he raises his voice, it means something has reached a critical point. You are not being warned because you are in danger without hope. You are being warned because you are being protected with purpose. There is something powerful about divine timing. It does not operate like human timing. It does not rush, and it does not delay. Everything arrives at the exact moment it is meant to. And right now, you are standing at the edge of something that has already been set into motion. Think back for a moment. Have you noticed certain things no longer feel the same? People who once felt close now seem distant. Situations that once made sense now feel confusing. Even your own thoughts may have felt heavier or more intense than usual. This is not because you are losing control, it is because something deeper is shifting within and around you. Archangel Michael has been present through it all, even when you didn't recognize it. Every delay that frustrated you, every unexpected turn that made you question things, every moment you felt like something unseen was guiding or stopping you, that was not your imagination. That was divine intervention. Because what is coming required preparation. And here is where the message becomes even more serious. The event approaching your life is not just external. It is also internal. It will challenge the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you respond. It will ask you to rise above fear, above doubt, above the comfort of what you have always known. This is why the warning is urgent. Not because you should panic, but because you must be aware. Awareness is your protection. Understanding is your shield. And faith is what will carry you through what is about to unfold. You are not the same person you were before this moment. Even listening to this now is part of your transformation. Something inside you is waking up. Something is beginning to see more clearly. And as this awareness grows, so does the intensity of what surrounds you. Because when you begin to awaken, everything hidden begins to react. This is why you may feel a tension you cannot explain. It is why certain situations feel like they are building toward something. It is why your spirit feels alert, even if your mind is still trying to understand. You are not imagining this. You are sensing what is real. June 3rd is not just a date. It is a doorway. And you are standing right in front of it. What lies beyond it will not be something you can ignore or avoid. But you must understand this clearly. It is not coming to harm you. It is coming to reveal something that has been concealed for far too long. And once it reveals itself, everything will begin to change. Stay with this message, because what is about to be uncovered next will explain why this moment feels so intense, and what unseen forces have been operating around you without your knowledge. There is a reason your spirit feels alert right now, as if something unseen is watching, waiting, moving just beyond your understanding. What you are sensing is not fear, it is awareness. And that awareness is being activated because there has been a battle around you that you were never meant to fight alone. For a long time, things have been happening behind the scenes. Quiet resistance, subtle interference, moments where something felt off, but you couldn't explain why. These were not random disturbances. These were signs of a deeper spiritual conflict, one that has been unfolding without your full awareness. Not everything in your life has been as it appeared. There have been hidden influences, unseen pressures, even people or energies that carried intentions you did not fully recognize at the time. This is not to make you afraid, but to open your eyes. Because what is hidden loses its power the moment it is revealed. And this is exactly why Archangel Michael is shouting. He is not whispering comfort right now. He is calling you into awareness. His sword is not raised in silence. It is raised in action. He is cutting through deception, removing what has been clouding your vision, and preparing you to see clearly. Because something is about to be exposed. Something that has been affecting your peace, your direction, your energy. You may have felt drained without reason. You may have questioned your own decisions, doubted your own instincts, or felt like you were being pulled in different directions. That confusion was not your true state. It was interference. But here is the shift. That interference is being broken. Right now, as you listen, there is a clearing happening. A separation between what is real and what is false. Between what belongs in your life and what does not. This is not a gentle process. It is intense because truth always is. And when truth arrives, it does not ask for permission. It reveals. This is why the message feels urgent. Because once this revelation unfolds, you will not be able to go back to what you once accepted. You will see differently. You will feel differently. And most importantly, you will respond differently. But do not mistake this moment as something negative. This is protection in its highest form. Because you are not being left to face this alone. Archangel Michael stands at the center of this shift, guarding you, guiding you, and fighting battles you cannot even see. His presence is not passive. It is active, powerful, and precise. And Jesus has allowed this revelation for a reason. Because there are things in your life that can no longer remain hidden. This may involve a situation, a relationship, a truth you have been avoiding, or one that has been kept from you. Whatever it is, it has reached its limit. It can no longer stay in the shadows. And when it comes forward, it will feel intense. You may feel shocked. You may feel emotional. You may even feel overwhelmed for a moment. But listen carefully, you are not being exposed to be hurt. You are being shown the truth so you can be free. Free from confusion. Free from deception. Free from anything that has been silently holding you back. This is the moment where clarity replaces illusion. And even though it may not feel easy, it will be necessary. Because your next chapter cannot begin until this truth is revealed. This is why you were called to hear this now. This is why your spirit could not ignore it. Because deep down, you already knew something was not right. And now that knowing is about to become undeniable. So do not turn away from what is coming. Do not ignore the signs. Stand firm, stay aware, and trust that what is being revealed is part of your protection, not your downfall. Because what is being removed from your life was never meant to stay. And what is about to enter your life will align you with something far greater than you can currently see. Type "I receive the truth" in the comments if you feel this message confirming something deep within you. Blessing code 913 is now activated. And as this truth begins to unfold in your life, understand this: you are not just witnessing a message, you are part of a divine movement. When you choose to support this mission, you are helping these messages reach souls who are still in darkness, still searching, still waiting for their moment of awakening. The word says, what you sow in secret, God will reward openly, and this is your moment to sow light. If you feel called, step into that calling now. Say within your heart, I am part of this work, and act on it. Use the super thanks or the PayPal link in the description, or even the QR code placed for you. Do not delay what your spirit is urging you to do. Because every seed you release becomes a harvest in someone else's life, and heaven sees it all. There is something deeply personal about what is happening to you right now, and you can feel it. This is no longer just a message you are listening to. It is something speaking directly into your life, into your past, and into your present. And the question that may be forming in your mind is simple, yet powerful. Why me? Why were you chosen to hear this? Why did this message find you at this exact moment? The answer is not sluchadikakien or yuri, and it is not luck. It is because you were prepared, even in ways you did not realize. Think about everything you have been through. The challenges that tested your strength. The moments where you felt alone, misunderstood, or even pushed to your limits. The times you questioned everything, your path, your purpose, even your own worth. None of those moments were wasted. They were shaping you. They were refining you. They were building something within you that could not have been created any other way. You see, not everyone could handle what is about to unfold. Not everyone would be able to stand in the truth when it reveals itself. But you have been trained through experience. Every difficulty you faced was adding to your awareness, your resilience, and your ability to see beyond what is obvious. That is why you are here now. Because you are not ordinary. There is something different about you, something that has always set you apart, even if you could never fully explain it. You have always felt things more deeply. You have always sensed when something was not right, even when others ignored it. You have always carried a quiet strength, even in moments where you felt weak. That is not coincidence. That is calling. And Archangel Michael recognizes that. He does not stand beside just anyone. His presence becomes active around those who are stepping into higher awareness, those who are ready to face truth, even when it is uncomfortable. And right now, his presence is surrounding you because you are crossing into a new level of understanding. But with that understanding comes responsibility. You cannot unsee what you are about to see. You cannot unknow what is about to be revealed. This is why this moment feels so intense. Because your life is not staying the same after this. Something is shifting, and it is shifting in a way that will require you to step into your strength fully. There may be a part of you that feels uncertain, a part that wonders if you are truly ready. That is natural. Growth always carries a level of discomfort. But do not let that uncertainty fool you into thinking you are unprepared. You are more ready than you think. Everything you have experienced has brought you to this exact point. Even the things that felt like setbacks, even the moments that felt like failures, they were all part of your preparation. Nothing was wasted. And now, you are being called to rise. Not in fear, but in awareness. Not in confusion, but in clarity. Because what is coming next will require you to trust what you feel, even if it does not immediately make sense to your mind. It will require you to listen to that inner voice that has been guiding you all along. That voice is not random. It is the connection between you and the divine. And as this connection strengthens, you will begin to see things differently. Situations that once confused you will begin to make sense. People will reveal their true nature. And most importantly, you will begin to understand your own role in everything that is unfolding. You are not just a bystander in this moment. You are part of it. You are meant to witness it, experience it, and grow through it. And even though it may feel overwhelming at times, there is something you must hold on to. You are not alone. Archangel Michael is not watching from a distance. He is actively present, guiding your steps, protecting your path, and ensuring that what is meant for you reaches you in the right way. So as you move forward from this moment, do not shrink back. Do not doubt your place in this. Stand firm in the understanding that you were chosen for a reason. Because what is about to unfold is not just a test, it is a revelation of who you truly are. There are signs, and deep down, you have already seen them. Not once, not twice, but repeatedly. Subtle at first, almost easy to ignore, yet persistent enough to leave an impression on your spirit. These signs were not random occurrences. They were signals, carefully placed along your path, preparing you for this exact moment. Think back. There have been unusual dreams that felt more real than imagination. Moments where you woke up with a strong emotion. but no clear reason why. Images, symbols, or even specific people appearing in your dreams, lingering in your mind longer than they should. That was not just your subconscious wandering. That was communication. Then there were your instincts. That quiet inner voice telling you something wasn't right or urging you to pay attention to something others overlooked. Perhaps you ignored it at times. Perhaps you questioned it. But it never truly went away, did it? A voice has been guiding you. And now, it is becoming louder. You may have also noticed patterns repeating in your life. Situations that seemed different on the surface, but carried the same underlying feeling. The same type of challenge. The same emotional response. The same unresolved tension. These patterns were not there to frustrate you. They were there to wake you up. Because when something repeats, it is trying to reveal something. And now, that revelation is close. Another sign has been the shifting energy around you. Things that once felt stable may now feel uncertain. People who once seemed trustworthy may now feel distant or unclear. Even your own environment may feel different, as if something has changed, but you cannot fully explain it. This is not your imagination. This is awareness expanding. You are beginning to see beyond the surface, beyond appearances, beyond what is simply presented to you. And as this awareness grows, so does your sensitivity to what is real and what is not. This is where Archangel Michael's presence becomes even more significant. He does not only protect, he reveals. He brings clarity where there was confusion. He exposes what had been hidden. And most importantly, he strengthens your ability to recognize truth when it appears. Because very soon, you will need that clarity. The signs you have been receiving are leading to a moment where something will no longer remain hidden. A truth will surface. A situation will unfold. And when it does, it will connect all the dots you have been trying to understand. You will look back and realize it was all pointing to this. But here is something you must understand clearly. Not all signs come in obvious forms. Some come through discomfort. Some come through delays. Some come through things not working out the way you expected. You may have felt frustrated recently, wondering why certain doors have not opened, or why certain plans have not worked out. But those closed doors were not rejection. They were protection. Protection from stepping into something that was not aligned with what is coming next. Because what is approaching requires your full alignment. It requires clarity. It requires awareness. And most importantly, it requires you to trust what you feel, even when it challenges what you see. This is why the signs have been increasing. Because the closer you get to the moment of revelation, the stronger the guidance becomes. Nothing about this is accidental. Every dream, every feeling, every repeated situation, it has all been part of a larger message. And now, that message is reaching its peak. So do not dismiss what you have been sensing. Do not ignore what your spirit has been trying to show you. Because the signs are not just hints anymore. They are confirmations. Confirmations that something is about to step into your life in a way that will demand your attention. And when it does, you will need to be ready, not with fear but with understanding. Not with doubt but with clarity. Because everything you have been sensing is about to make sense. And when it does, you will realize that you were never lost. You were being guided every single step of the way. What is approaching your life is no longer something distant or undefined. It is not a vague feeling anymore. It is taking shape, moving closer, preparing to enter your reality in a way that cannot be ignored. And as this moment draws near, it is important that you understand something clearly. This is not meant to bring fear into your life. It is meant to bring transformation. But transformation is rarely comfortable. There is a reason this message carries such urgency. Because when this event unfolds, it will not ask if you are ready. It will simply arrive. And in that moment, everything you have been sensing, everything you have been feeling, will begin to align into one undeniable truth. Something in your life is about to change. This could come in the form of a sudden realization, a truth revealed through someone's words or actions, a situation that shifts so quickly it catches you off guard, or even a decision that you are forced to make without the luxury of time to overthink it. And when it happens, it will feel intense. Not because it is meant to harm you, but because it is meant to wake you up fully. There is a difference between knowing something deep down and seeing it clearly in front of you. You may have had suspicions. You may have felt that something wasn't quite right. But when the truth becomes visible, when it stands directly in your path, it demands a response. And that response will define what comes next. This is where the choice between fear and faith becomes real. Fear will try to take control in that moment. It will whisper doubts. It will make you question your strength. It will try to convince you to retreat, to avoid, to ignore what is happening. That is its nature. But faith speaks differently. Faith does not shout. It does not rush. It stands steady, reminding you of what you already know deep within, that you are not alone, and that this moment is not happening to destroy you, but to guide you. Archangel Michael stands in that space between fear and faith. His presence is not just symbolic, it is active in your life right now. When confusion rises, he brings clarity. When fear tries to take hold, he strengthens your spirit. When something is not aligned with your path, he removes it, even if the process feels uncomfortable. This is what you are stepping into. A moment where something that does not belong in your life will no longer be able to remain. And yes, it may feel sudden. It may feel unexpected. But it will not be without purpose. Because whatever is leaving your life was never meant to stay. And whatever is being revealed was always meant for you to see. This is not loss. It is alignment. It is the process of bringing your life into a place where truth replaces illusion, where clarity replaces confusion, and where your path becomes undeniable. You may feel a mixture of emotions when this happens. Relief mixed with shock. Clarity mixed with uncertainty. That is natural. Transformation always carries layers. But do not let those emotions distract you from what is really happening. You are being redirected. Redirected away from what could not serve your growth. Redirected towards something that is meant to elevate you. And even though it may not be easy in the moment, it will be necessary. This is why you were given this warning. Not to avoid what is coming, but to face it with awareness. Because awareness changes everything. It allows you to respond instead of react. It allows you to see instead of assume. It allows you to move forward with intention instead of confusion. And as this event unfolds, that awareness will be your greatest strength. So when the moment arrives, do not shrink back. Do not doubt what is being shown to you. Stand firm. Trust what you feel. And remember, this is not happening by accident. This is a turning point. A moment that will separate what was from what is about to be. And once it passes, your life will not return to what it was before. It will move forward into something new, something clearer, something more aligned with who you are becoming. Right now, in this very moment, there is something you must begin to do. Not later, not when everything becomes clear, but now, before the shift fully arrives. Preparation is no longer optional. It is necessary. Because what is coming will not wait for you to feel completely ready. It will meet you exactly where you are. And that is why you are being guided to prepare your spirit, your mind, and your awareness starting now. The first thing you must understand is this: preparation does not mean fear. It does not mean panic. It does not mean expecting the worst. True preparation is alignment. It is bringing yourself into a state where you are clear, grounded, and connected to truth. Right now, your energy matters more than ever. The thoughts you allow, the emotions you hold on to, the focus you give your attention to, all of it is shaping how you will experience what is about to unfold. If your energy is scattered, confused, or overwhelmed, then the moment will feel heavier than it needs to be. But if your energy is centered and aware, you will move through it with strength. This is where you begin. Take a moment to quiet everything around you. Not physically, but internally. There is a difference between reacting to life and observing it. Right now, you are being called to observe. To step back from the noise and look at your life with clarity. Ask yourself what feels right. What feels off? What have you been ignoring? What have you been sensing but pushing aside? These questions are not here to confuse you. They are here to sharpen your awareness. Because the clearer you are now, the easier it will be to recognize the truth when it reveals itself. Archangel Michael's presence is especially strong when you choose awareness over distraction. He is not forcing anything upon you. He is guiding, protecting, clearing the path. But you must meet that guidance with intention. You must be willing to see. Another part of preparation is guarding your energy. Not everyone around you is aligned with where you are going. Not every voice you hear carries truth. This is not about mistrust. It is about discernment. It is about recognizing what strengthens you and what drains you. If something feels heavy, pay attention. If something feels forced, step back. If something consistently brings confusion instead of clarity, it may not belong in your space. This is not the time to ignore these signals, because what is coming will require you to be clear about what you allow into your life. And then there is faith. Faith is not just believing everything will be okay. Faith is trusting that even when things feel uncertain, there is a purpose unfolding. It is standing firm, even when you do not yet have all the answers. This is where many people struggle, because when the moment of truth arrives, it is easy to fall into doubt, to question everything, to hesitate. But you are not being called to hesitate. You are being called to trust. Trust what you feel. Trust what is revealed. Trust that what is being removed is making space for something better. And most importantly, trust that you are being guided through all of it. Archangel Michael's role in this is not passive. His sword represents truth, clarity, and protection. When he removes something, it is not random. It is precise. It is necessary. And sometimes, what he removes may have been something you were holding onto. Something familiar. Something comfortable. But comfort is not always alignment. And this moment is about alignment. So as you prepare, do not hold on to what you feel slipping away. Do not resist what feels like it is changing. Instead, stand firm in who you are becoming. Because the version of you that is stepping into this next phase is stronger, clearer, and more aware than ever before. This is not the time to shrink. This is the time to rise, to stand in your awareness, to stand in your truth, to stand in your faith. Because what is coming will test you, but it will also reveal you. And when that moment arrives, you will not just go through it, you will rise through it. There is something you must understand now, and it may change the way you see everything that is happening around you. What is coming into your life has already begun. It is not waiting somewhere in the future. It is already in motion. Even as you listen to this, events are aligning. Conversations are shifting. Energies are moving into position. What you are about to experience is not being created at the last moment. It has been unfolding step by step, quietly, precisely, under divine orchestration. This is why things have felt different lately. This is why your spirit has been alert. Because part of you already recognizes what your mind is just beginning to understand. The process has already started. There may already be small signs appearing in your life. Subtle changes in behavior from someone around you. A situation that seems to be building tension without clear reason. A feeling that something is about to happen, even if you cannot explain what it is. These are not coincidences. They are early movements. And as these movements grow stronger, they will lead to a moment where everything becomes clear all at once. That moment will not be quiet. It will not be subtle. It will be undeniable. This is where many people become overwhelmed, because when truth reveals itself suddenly, it can feel like everything is happening at once. But this is why you have been prepared. This is why you were guided to hear this message now, so that when that moment arrives, you are not caught off guard. Instead, you recognize it. Instead, you understand it. Instead, you stand in it without fear. Because here is the truth: nothing that is happening is outside of divine awareness. Nothing hath been missed. Nothing has been overlooked. Every detail, every movement, every shift, it is all known. And more importantly, it is all being guided. Jesus has not allowed this moment to unfold without purpose. There is a reason this is happening now. There is a reason it has reached this point. And there is a reason you are at the center of it. Because something in your life has reached a moment of decision. Something can no longer remain the same. And this is where clarity will step in. You may have been living in a space where things felt uncertain, unclear, or even confusing. But confusion cannot survive where truth is revealed. It cannot remain once clarity steps forward. And that is exactly what is about to happen. Clarity is entering your life. But clarity does not always feel gentle at first. Sometimes it arrives through confrontation. Sometimes it arrives through sudden realization. Sometimes it arrives through something being exposed that you were not expecting to see. But once it arrives, it brings peace. Not immediately, but inevitably. Because once you see the truth, you are no longer trapped in uncertainty. You are no longer guessing. You are no longer questioning what is real. And that is freedom. This is why you must not resist what is unfolding. Even if it feels intense. Even if it feels sudden. Even if it feels like everything is shifting at once. Because what is happening is not chaos. It is alignment. It is the process of bringing your life into a place where everything matches what is true. And yes, this process may remove things. It may change things. It may even surprise you. But it will not harm you. It will position you. Position you for something greater. Position you for something clearer. Position you for something that aligns with who you are becoming. So as this movement continues, do not fall into fear. Do not try to control what is being revealed. Do not hold on to what is being taken away. Instead, remain steady. Remain aware. Remain open. Because you are not being left alone in this. Archangel Michael is still present. Still guiding. Still protecting. And as everything continues to unfold, his presence will become even more evident. You will begin to see how things are being cleared, how obstacles are being removed, how truth is being brought forward in ways you could not have planned. This is not coincidence. This is divine movement. And you are right in the middle of it. Type "I trust the process" in the comments if you feel your spirit aligning with this message. Blessing code 1447 is now activated. And as you stand in this moment of divine movement, understand this: you are not just receiving a message, you are becoming part of a greater mission. Every time you choose to support this work, you are helping truth reach someone who is still lost in confusion, still waiting for their moment of clarity. The word says, "Give, and it shall be given unto you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over." This is not just giving, it is planting seeds of light. If your spirit is stirred right now, do not ignore it. Say within yourself, "I step into this calling," and act on it. Use the super thanks with a PayPal link in the description, or even the QR code placed for you. Move as you are being led, because your obedience in this moment will echo far beyond what you can see, and heaven is watching. There is a moment approaching, a very specific moment, where everything you have heard, everything you have felt, and everything you have been sensing will come together in a way that tests you. Not to break you, but to reveal what truly lies inside your spirit. This is the moment where faith becomes real. Not the kind of faith that is easy to speak about when everything is calm. Not the kind that feels comfortable when nothing is being challenged. But the kind of faith that stands firm when something unexpected appears right in front of you. Because when this unfolds, it will require you to trust even before you fully understand. You may find yourself standing in a situation where your first instinct is to question everything, to pause, to doubt what you are seeing, to wonder if you should step back instead of stepping forward. That is the test. It is not about the situation itself. It is about your response to it. Fear will try to speak first. It will tell you to hesitate. It will tell you to second guess what you feel. It will try to pull you back into confusion, into overthinking, into uncertainty. But you must recognize that voice for what it is. It is not your truth. Your truth is quieter, but stronger. It is the voice that reminds you of everything you have already been shown, everything you have already sensed, everything you have already come to understand through this journey. And in that moment, you will have a choice: to follow fear or to stand in faith. This choice may not feel easy, because sometimes faith requires you to move forward without having all the answers. It requires you to trust what is being revealed, even if it disrupts what you thought your life would look like. This is where many people step back. They see the truth, but they hesitate to act on it. They feel the shift, but they try to hold on to what is familiar. They recognize what is happening, but they doubt their ability to handle it. But you are not being called to step back. You are being called to stand firm. Because everything you have gone through has prepared you for this exact moment. Every challenge you faced built your strength. Every moment of confusion sharpened your awareness. Every time you felt lost pushed you closer to understanding. And now that preparation is being tested, not because you are being judged, but because you are being elevated. This is the moment where you step into a higher level of clarity, a higher level of awareness, a higher level of alignment with what is true. And yes, it may require you to let go of something that once felt important, something that once felt certain. But if it is being revealed as no longer aligned, then holding on to it will only keep you from stepping into what is meant for you. This is why the test is necessary, because without it, you would not fully step into your next phase. You would remain in between, aware but not acting, seeing but not moving. and that is not where you are meant to stay. You are meant to move forward, with clarity, with strength, with trust in what is being revealed to you. And even though this moment may feel intense, you must remember something that will anchor you through it all. You are not facing this alone. Archangel Michael stands present in this very moment, not watching from a distance, not waiting for you to figure it out on your own, but actively guiding, strengthening, and protecting you as you move through this. His presence is what allows you to stand in faith instead of falling into fear. His presence is what brings clarity when everything feels overwhelming. His presence is what ensures that even in the middle of uncertainty, you are still on the right path. So when the moment comes, do not shrink. Do not hesitate. Do not doubt what has already been confirmed within you. Stand firm. Trust what you feel, and move forward with the understanding that this is not just a challenge, it is a doorway into a version of your life that is more aligned, more clear, and more truthful than anything you have experienced before. And once you step through it, there is no going back to who you used to be. There is something powerful hidden within what is about to unfold in your life, and if you only look at the surface, you might miss it. At first, it may seem like disruption. It may look like something is being taken away, something is shifting too quickly, or something is not going according to what you expected. But beneath that surface there is a breakthrough waiting. Not a small change, not a temporary shift. A breakthrough that alters your direction. Because what feels like an ending in one moment is often the opening of something far greater in the next. This is the part most people misunderstand. They focus on what is leaving instead of recognizing what is being made possible. But you are being called to see deeper than that. You are being called to recognize that what is being removed from your life is creating space. Space for clarity. Space for truth. Space for something that actually aligns with who you are becoming. And that space is where your breakthrough lives. You see, nothing that is truly meant for you can be lost. It can be delayed. It can be redirected. It can arrive in a way you did not expect. But it cannot be taken away permanently. So if something is being removed, if something is shifting, if something is being revealed in a way that forces change, then it is not your loss. It is your realignment. This is where Archangel Michael's role becomes undeniable. He is not only revealing truth, he is clearing your path. Every obstacle that has been standing in the way of your growth, every hidden barrier that has been slowing your progress, every unseen force that has been interfering with your direction is being confronted and removed. But here is the part you must understand. Clearing is not always gentle. Sometimes it is sudden. Sometimes it is intense. Sometimes it feels like everything is happening all at once. But that intensity is not chaos. It is precision. It is the exact movement required to bring your life into alignment with what is next. Because what is next for you cannot exist in the presence of what is no longer aligned. This is why the breakthrough is tied to the challenge. They are not separate events. They are the same moment, seen from two different perspectives. One side shows you what is ending. The other side reveals what is beginning. And your awareness determines which side you experience more strongly. If you focus only on what is being removed, it may feel like loss. But if you allow yourself to see what is being created, it will feel like opportunity. This is your shift. This is where you move from reacting to understanding, from resisting to allowing, from fear to trusting. Because the truth is, your life has been moving toward this breakthrough for longer than you realize. Every delay, every unexpected turn, every moment where things did not go as planned, they were not stopping you. They were positioning you for a moment where everything aligns in a way that could not have happened before. And now that moment is here, or more accurately, it is arriving. And when it fully unfolds, you will see something clearly that you could not see before. You will understand something that once confused you. You will recognize why certain things had to happen the way they did. This is what makes it a breakthrough. Not just the change itself, but the clarity that comes with it. The realization, the understanding, the awareness that everything was leading to this point. And once that clarity settles in, something inside you will shift permanently. You will no longer question certain things. You will no longer doubt certain feelings. You will no longer hesitate in the same way. Because you will know. You will see. You will understand. And that understanding will move you forward in a way that nothing else could. So as this unfolds, do not resist the process. Do not hold on to what is being released. Do not fear the intensity of the moment. Because within it is your breakthrough. Within it is your alignment. Within it is the next chapter of your life, waiting to open. And as it opens, you will realize something that changes everything. What once felt like uncertainty was actually preparation. What once felt like confusion was actually guidance. And what once felt like an ending was the beginning of something far greater than you imagined. Now listen closely, because this is where everything becomes final, where the message is no longer building, but arriving at its most important point. What is about to unfold in your life is not something you can delay, ignore, or pretend not to see. It will stand in front of you clearly, firmly, and undeniably. And when it does, your response will matter more than ever. This is your final moment of awareness before the shift fully reveals itself. You have been shown the signs. You have felt the changes. You have been guided step by step to this exact point. And now, the time for preparation is closing. This is not meant to create fear in you, but to awaken your full attention. Because once this moment arrives, it will move quickly. There will not be time to question everything or to go back and reconsider what you already know deep within. You will need to act with clarity. You will need to trust what you feel. You will need to stand firm in what has already been revealed to you. This is why this message has been so urgent from the beginning. Because walking into this moment without awareness would leave you vulnerable to confusion. It would make you second-guess what is obvious. It would cause you to hesitate when you should be standing strong. But you are not unaware anymore. You have been shown too much to pretend you do not see. You have felt too deeply to dismiss what is real. And that is exactly why you are ready. Even if a part of you still feels uncertain, even if a part of you wonders how everything will unfold, the truth is, you are not the same person you were before this message found you. Something has shifted within you. Your awareness has expanded. Your understanding has deepened. And your ability to recognize truth has strengthened. This is what will carry you through what is about to happen. Because when the moment arrives, it will not just be about what is revealed. It will be about how you stand in that revelation. Will you trust it? Will you accept it? Will you act on it? These are the questions that will define your next step. And here is something you must hold on to firmly: there is no going back. Once this truth is revealed, once this shift takes place, once this clarity enters your life, you will not be able to return to the way things were before. Not because you are being forced forward, but because you will see too clearly to accept anything less than what is real. This is the final confirmation. Everything you have been sensing is real. Everything you have been feeling has meaning. Everything you have been guided to notice was leading you here. So do not doubt it now. Do not hesitate now. Do not shrink back at the very moment you are meant to stand tall. Because this is not the end of something for you. It is the beginning of a new level of truth in your life. And that truth will not weaken you. It will strengthen you. It will not confuse you. It will clarify everything. It will not leave you lost. It will guide you forward with a certainty you have never felt before. And as this final moment approaches, there is one more thing you must remember: above all else, you are protected. No matter how intense the situation may feel, no matter how sudden the shift may appear, no matter how unexpected the revelation may be, you are not alone in it. Archangel Michael is present, not as a distant figure, but as an active force in your life, guarding you, guiding you, ensuring that what is meant to be revealed comes forward, and what is not meant for you is removed completely. So stand firm in this final moment of awareness. Hold on to what you know deep within. Trust what has already been shown to you, because what is about to happen is not something to fear. It is something to face. And when you face it, you will step fully into the truth that has been waiting for you all along. Peace. Breathe for a moment now, because what you have just walked through was not meant to leave you in tension, but to bring you into understanding. Yes, something serious is coming into your life. Yes, a shift is unfolding. But now, you must hear this clearly. There is nothing in what is coming that is greater than the protection that surrounds you. You were never being warned to feel afraid. You were being prepared to feel steady. Everything you have heard, everything you have felt, have been leading you to this place, not a place of panic, but a place of calm awareness. Because now you understand. Now you see. And now you are no longer walking blindly into what is ahead. And that changes everything. June 3rd is not just a warning. It is a moment of awakening. A moment where heaven reached down and made sure you would not be caught off guard. A moment where Archangel Michael did not remain silent, but spoke with power so that you would be ready. And you are ready. Even if a part of you still feels unsure, even if your mind is still trying to process everything your spirit already knows, there is a calm beginning to rise within you, a quiet strength that was not there before. That is not accidental. That is alignment. Because what is coming will no longer feel like chaos when it arrives. It will feel like confirmation. It will feel like something you were already expecting on a deeper level. And when it happens, you will not break. You will stand. You will not fall into confusion. You will move with clarity. You will not feel lost. You will recognize the path opening in front of you. This is the peace that comes after understanding, not because everything becomes easy, but because you are no longer unaware. And as you step forward from this moment, there is something you must carry with you, not fear, not doubt, but trust. Trust that what is being removed is making space. Trust that what is being revealed is guiding you. Trust that what is unfolding is aligning your life in a way that could not have happened otherwise. Because this is not just about what is happening around you. This is about who you are becoming through it. You are becoming stronger. You are becoming clear. You are becoming more connected to truth than ever before. And that is something nothing can take away from you. So when the moment arrives, do not resist it. Welcome it with awareness. Stand in it with strength. Move through it with faith. Because on the other side of this is a version of your life that is more aligned, more peaceful, and more real than anything you have experienced before. And as you continue forward, remember this: above all, you were chosen to hear this because you were meant to be ready. You were guided here because you were meant to understand. You were protected then. You are protected now, and you will remain protected in what is to come. There is nothing ahead of you that heaven has not already prepared you for. So rest in that truth. Let it calm your spirit. Let it strengthen your heart. And let it guide your steps forward with confidence and peace. Type "I am ready and protected" in the comments if you receive this message with clarity and strength. Blessing code 3003 is now activated. And as this message settles into your spirit, hear this call as part of your journey. This is not just a message you receive, it is a light you now carry. When you choose to give, you are not supporting a channel. You are opening a river for God's word to reach souls still wandering in darkness. The Lord declares, "Whoever sows generously will also reap generously." And this moment is your divine invitation to sow. Say it within yourself, "I am part of this mission," and move in obedience right now. Use the super thanks or step into the PayPal link in the description or the QR code placed before you. Do not delay what heaven is prompting in your heart. As you release your seed, may doors open, may peace multiply, and may divine favor rest upon your life. Act now.